For me, it was essential to go back to the Amaral family and place a routine in their restaurant in order for them to have any harmony. There had to be balance between work and family life. This is your new family routine.
Cool!
Cool! Isn't it cool? Okay, so you understand how this splits up. When we've got green, it's when you're in the restaurant, and when we've got red, it's when you guys are at home.
I liked the new schedule. It definitely gave me a starting point of finding balance between work and home.
3:30 to 4:30. Dad, I want you, whilst the boys are at the restaurant, to go out back with the boys and spend an hour with them.
I would love to spend more time with my boys. And, you know, we are missing out on that family time.
At 4:30 to 5:30, Ryan homework and Caden Logan supervised play. So I want time spent with Ryan doing his homework so that you can help him.
I like the new routine because I know when Mom and Dad's gonna be home, and I know when, like, we're gonna do stuff.
Time off. I would love to see, Dad, one additional day. Mum, you were working before 4 nights a week.
Right.
What I want to see is that cut in half now.
Okay.
I think we really need to understand that there needs to be a big compromise here.
I think my family desperately needed a new routine. I didn't think that that was going to be possible because we do have a crazy schedule.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm ready to try it.
Yeah?
I think it might be hard for us in the beginning to get into this routine. I really feel like I need to give as much time as I do to the restaurant.
So it's up here, one here in the office, and then another one will be put up at home as well.
All right.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Because the children spend so much time in the restaurant, I think it's important to get all 3 partners together to discuss the new rules for the children in the restaurant. What I want to give you is your own same page, okay? With restaurant rules.
I feel very relieved. I've never sat down and really discussed with Michael and Lorraine, the kids at the restaurant. I guess I felt that it was something that was going to be maybe insulting or offending to them. I think probably one of the most difficult things that we find is when there's customers in the restaurant and the kids are running through. So I think that that's something that we need to definitely put some guidelines.
They can walk through, but they don't need to run and holler. No hollering, no running in the dining room.
And maybe there's an area like all the way on the back
They don't
porch.
need to be behind the bar at all.
Right, absolutely not.
Now, talking about the employees and the staff, what do you think their responsibilities should be?
They're probably more responsible for them than they should be right now. And they're doing it, but, you know, it's taken away from what we hired them for. So.
Right.
So staff doesn't have to be responsible for the children.
This is fantastic. You're talking, you're communicating, and you're in agreement, and you're placing it all down on this one page.
It was amazing to me that the 3 of us sat down and actually discussed any of these issues. And I think that will help our relationship as partners.
Not only do the partners need to be on the same page, but I felt it was important that their employees were as well.
This is the same page. It eliminates you guys having to babysit our kids. It was a little bit uncomfortable to admit to my employees that I've been asking them to do more than, you know, beyond their call. I think they definitely had like a big sigh of relief.
It's a lot easier to work around here without having to keep an eye on the little ones, mostly like Cade because he's so small, you always have to have an eye on him.
Now that the rules are up and in their place, it's important for the boys to understand that Mum and Dad's restaurant is a place of work and not an indoor playground. Okay, Logan and Ryan, this is what I want to teach you boys. I wanted to teach the children how to behave correctly in the dining area, and so I showed them exactly how they behaved. They watched me and just laughed. They thought it was hilarious. And then I walked back to them in the correct manner. Now, what I want you to do, the pair of you, is to show me correctly the right way to walk through the dining area and come back again, all right? Show me the correct way to walk through the dining area. Okay. finest behaviour. And look,
Good.
Mummy and Daddy and Chris. Oh, Chris is crying. Look, Chris is so happy. She's crying. She's like, this is fantastic. Walk through with me one more time, okay?
It was the first time I ever saw Ryan and Logan walking through the dining room, not running, not screaming, being quiet. So it was definitely a moment that Lorraine and I had been waiting for quite some time.
Because of the new rules, the children are not allowed in dangerous areas. Logan, Ryan, come with me. All right, get the boys involved. So we set up red tape on the floor to show the children where they could and could not go.
And then you cut it?
Marvellous.
I can go with here.
You can stay on that side, you can't come on this side.
Okay.
Because this is the kitchen and it's off limits. You're gonna
These
be in
lines are
trouble.
to be respected.
Back on this side, Logan.
It's quite possible that the children may test those boundaries and see whether Michael and Lorraine and Chris are going to be consistent. Who knows?
If you guys cross this line, you're gonna go in a timeout.
Oh, we're there.
Right,
Up by the mirror.
underneath the mirror.
The Amaral family are going to be spending much more time at home now. So I thought, why not get the children involved in doing something that Dad loves to do? I would love to see you with the boys set up today's lunch where you can all sit down as a family and eat.
All right.
Now, I have a technique called the Big Chef technique.
When Joe said that we're going to start the Big Chef, that's for me. She created this for me, I can tell.
Give the kids direction, give lots of praise to carry on and encourage them. The Big Chef technique is to get the children involved in the activity that you're doing.
Write it, and I'll help you spell it.
To make sure that you delegate small tasks for each child.
Mix it around. Is it boiling yet?
Logan loves to cook, he's into it, you can tell he is. And Ryan spent some time creating a menu, and that's a way that he can apply his creativity.
Got it?
Michael enjoys cooking with Logan, I could tell. You know, he loves to share all his tips, and he definitely loved that.
Okay, dump that in. Keep mixing, keep mixing.
It's fun when I hang out with my dad. I feel like special about that because before Dad would just cook a thing and I'd have to go upstairs and do nothing. But now I get to help a lot, so it's a lot better.
I think the boys are happy to have me around a little more. It's definitely a little adjustment for me to make being away from the restaurant, but it's definitely good.
This looks beautiful. Look, you guys, you cooked dinner for Daddy and I today. Isn't this nice?
Yeah, it looks good.
Coming up on Super Nanny. Will Dad step up to the plate when Joe gets the family out of the restaurant? When Super Nanny...